Hello and welcome back. Let's talk a bit more about the classes in Aion 2. All of the original 8 classes will be in the game. That means Gladiator, Templar, Assassin, Ranger, Sorcerer, Spirit Master, Cleric, and the Chanter. In Aion 2, the Templars will stick more to the sword and shield gameplay, because in the first Aion game, Templars lost that fighting style and solely relied on more damage with great swords. Gladiator is the off-tank class that, the same as in the first Aion game, relies on AoE damage and lifesteal. There is not much to say about Rangers, as they will use a bow like they did in the first Aion game. Hopefully they will also work with traps. The gameplay of the Rangers looks like a lot of fun. Now, Assassins will be a skill-reliant class. Well, as it should be. Aion 2 will distinguish between front and back attacks, and the Assassin will benefit greatly from stealth and back attacks. The Spirit Master will be a very adaptable class, especially in solo combat thanks to their spirits. In the gameplay trailer we already saw the Earth Spirit and the Water Spirit. The Sorcerer will be a heavy-hitting damage dealer with many explosions and AoEs. The Cleric will be the main healer of the game, as it was in the first Aion game. And also the same as in the first Aion game, the Chanter will be a hybrid class that focuses on supporting the team with heals and buffs. That's everything we know about classes for now. Let's talk about the PvP and the PvE content in Aion 2. Elysia and Asmodee will be separated as it was in the first Aion game. However, the two races will be able to compete with each other in certain dungeons or battlefields, similar to dungeons or battlefields in the first Aion game. Beyond that, invasions through rifts into the opposing race's territory will be possible. We do not know more about the PvP aspect of Aion 2 yet, but that is already promising, I would say. But now to the PvE content in Aion 2. There will be solo dungeons, 4-man dungeons, and 8-man dungeons. One of the most noteworthy comebacks from the original game will be the Fire Temple dungeon. Another feature from the original Aion game that returns will be extendable weapons. And unlike in the first Aion game, Aion 2 will have variants for ranged weapons as well. But back to the dungeons now. Aion 2's dungeons will have an easy mode that guides and supports players in learning how to complete the dungeon and how the boss mechanics work. The developers also mentioned that Aion 2's dungeon design will not only emphasize damage output, but will instead focus on thoughtful role distribution to take advantage of every class's strengths. And lastly, the developers mentioned that there will be no auto combat system. Seems like they learned something from the TNL disaster. That's all we know for now. See you next time. Bye.